of H&M Food Pro Academy. And I feel so happy that as a co-founder of the academy, with the founder himself present, Professor H.N. Mishra, the celebrated scientist, food scientist from IIT Kharagpur, sir is there. And what a beautiful opportunity that his own scholar in Dr. Sinija VR, who is heading food processing and engineering department at the famous NIFTEM Tanjavur, is the second speaker of our series of webinar which we are hosting from May. So welcome to all of you. As Misha sir was mentioning minutes before, it's all because we have given live YouTube, and so and some of us think that well, we have registered, we can always watch the good content on YouTube. That is making us the few, I think over 150 members have registered, and I'm sure some of you are joining little later. So that's still fine, and I really appreciate all those of you who are present here right now. And some of you are texting, wishing us really very nice to see your enthusiasm. I'm sure you all have seen, particularly our members who are present as the participants, you all have seen our website. The whole purpose, as you know, the whole purpose of the website is all about how exactly we can empower skills in the community of food scientists, technologists, and engineering community, all set with nutrition and the food science involved. We wish to drive innovation and we also want to advance research with consultancy in the food processing area. I'm sure you have seen. If not, I really wish you must see the website in our own way, because we are really wanting to add on the element of sustainability with skill development. And what more, just 10 days back, we have just marked the World Youth Skill Day. In fact, today only I was speaking on the session on digital technologies and AI. This is the way the world is progressing. And that's why when the expertise, I'm sure you also have seen the expertise present here. One of the experts, Dr. Sinija, is speaking today. So the expertise mentioned itself. The way we have really have the whole set of people, I'm sure you will like to really bank upon this great expertise from India and abroad. So I wish, as I've just texted you the website, please browse through it, more so because of the services which we tend to offer. Yes, these are the six verticals: be it training, skill development, internship. Yes, students, spread the word. Industry really wants capable people, and more so if you have some research banking and packing. Some of you are really, I'm sure today's talk is, you'll be benefited a lot. Some of you must be thinking about entrepreneurial debut. Yes, you are at the right portal. Research is the backbone of the industry as well as the growth and innovation. Certainly, consultancy I was mentioning, and today's students really want to have career counseling. All these six at the moment, and I'm sure we will be expanding ourselves with the time. Yes, headquartered at Bangalore, started at the portals in IIT Kharagpur. This academy is really planning to upskill, to really felicitate the excellence and facilitate the development. So please ensure that you are doing a great job in terms of not only entering our portal, attending the webinars, banking upon us in terms of these services. And students, make sure, and I wish your even younger teachers also join, make sure that you are using it in a very positive fashion. With this, I really have a great pleasure in introducing the speaker of the day, Dr. V.R. Sinija. I'm so happy that a professor and head at the Department of Food Process Engineering at NIFTEM Tanjavur, and I'm sure you also know NIFTEM earlier was IIFPT. So this is something you must really know, that National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management is one of the premier research bodies of food technology, entrepreneurial development and management. Three different verticals they have. Dr. Sinija, the professor and head at this FPE department, she's there. With 18 years and above of research experience, Dr. Sinija specializes in non-thermal, non-destructive quality evaluation, non-thermal processing, and waste utilization in food processing. Now you understand the word sustainability. Her publications really deserve a special mention, with over 1,500 citations and many more coming with very high impact factors also present. The second webinar, as you all have met all of us are together is on navigating the food startup ecosystem. Yes, you heard it. You have seen it while registering. Navigating the food startup ecosystem, opportunities and funding avenues. I'm sure you are going to use this opportunity. So have your pen and paper ready. Note it and really go in front to ask questions also. Please, this is such a beautiful small get together on this intellectual topic. Please make use of this opportunity. With these words, on behalf of myself, all our experts, and particularly on behalf of Mishra sir, I really deem it a pleasure to invite Dr. V.R. Sinija to please take over and take the webinar ahead. Dr. Sinija, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pratima. So, first of all, I'd like to express my sincere thanks to my guru, my mentor, Mishra sir, for giving me this opportunity, and I am very much pleased and happy to be a part of this H&M Food Pro Academy. So, let me share the slides. Is it visible?
Yeah,
Yes,
very well, very well.
Yeah, okay. So, just I'll be moving through a little bit about the Indian food processing sector, and then the what are the challenges and what are the opportunities what the startups are facing, and also what are the funding opportunities available for the startups, because we know after this COVID, the scenario has been changed and everybody wanted to do their own startups. Even the students are starting their own ventures when they are studying itself. So, and a lot of opportunities as well as a lot of scope is also there in this sector, especially the food processing sector. So, we will briefly go through these things. So, when we speak about this startup ecosystem in food processing sector, first we should see what is the food supply chain. Starting from harvesting till the consumers, what are the processes it is going through, like primary processing, then maybe after primary processing it may go for storage, or again it will be transported to the secondary tertiary food processing, then again storage, transportation, finally till it reaches to the consumers through various distribution, retail, or through food services. Entire things comes under the food supply chain, and in this food supply chain the raw materials or the agricultural commodities are going through various processing steps to enhance the shelf life, various preservation techniques, and during this they wanted to enrich the nutritional capacity, then various enrichment techniques, and particularly if they wanted to fortify it with vitamins, minerals, then various fortification strategies, or if they wanted to extract some particular bioactive component, then that extraction steps, then attractive packaging, all these various techniques are involved in this supply chain. So, what are the major challenges in this Indian food supply chain? So, we know India is the second largest food system in the world, but nearly 45% of our food produced is getting wasted because of the unscientific post-harvest management practices. So, especially in the case of perishables, very few percentage, like maybe if you take fruits and vegetables, less than 2% only processing, and we are having a very fragmented supply chain. That means from the producer till it reaches to the consumer, a lot of intermediaries are there. So no proper link between the players in this supply chain. And so sometimes what happens, because of this fragmented chain, the consumers may not be getting the right product which they need at the right time or in the right pattern, because most of them are like because of the absence of this regulatory authorities in these small or medium scale organizations, which result in an unsafe or lower quality or poor quality product distributed to the customer, and also the lack of proper logistics which delays in the proper supply at the proper time. And also this delay causes a lot of wastages, especially in the case of perishable commodities also. But even though these many challenges or difficulties are there, food processing is the mantra for equitable growth, because we are having such a large population, the ever increasing population, which creates the one of the largest consumer base for our commodities, even agri commodities, fresh or processed products. And there is a lot of opportunities for the agricultural inputs as well as the allied services. And our government policies are also supporting this sector, and a high proportion of our land, mainly India, is having various agroclimatic regions, which facilitates the production of a wide variety of resources, which is the major constraint in many other countries. So, through this equitable mantra, what we can do, we can enhance the farmers' income by converting their raw material or making the farmers themselves as entrepreneurs. And we can reduce the wastages through the intervention of research and development and the advancement of modern technologies. We can minimize the wastages. At the same time, we can enhance the nutritional benefits of the food through various processing or fortification aspects. And a lot of employment opportunities are also there in this sector. So as I mentioned, we are having a large consumer base, we are having almost all the raw materials available, but still where we are standing in the global market. We are the second largest producers of fruits and vegetables, but if you see our global share in the market, it's very less. For fruits and vegetables, less than 2% only our share is there in the global market. Fortunately, for food grains and spices, we are having at least a major share like 18% and 28%. But still, the spices, if we consider, we are the land of spices, but still we couldn't tap the entire potential. What other countries are doing, they are taking our raw material, spices as such, then converting it into oleoresins or volatile oils or even the bioactive extracts and sending it back to India with a double or triple the rate as additives for our various preparations. So why we can't do that one? If you see the statewide scenario also, we are there at very low level. Except Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka, all other states are still, they need to go a long way to become, to tap the potential of the processing sector. So one of the major reasons why we are lagging in this processing is only 20 to 25% of our food processing companies are in the organized sector or in the formalized manner. They are producing the processing the products. Though we are the second largest MSME base, most of our industries are in the micro scale only. In our country, if you see, nearly 25 lakh micro food processing enterprises are there, which are contributing more than 27% of the processed food in our country. So the problem with them is, since they are in the unorganized sector, they are not aware about what are the modern techniques or what are the modern facilities available by which we can prepare safe as well as nutritious food. And if they wanted to go that one, they have to change from their existing system to new equipments or new lines. So they don't have that investment opportunities. They are not aware about these credits or banking systems or from where they can get the capital, and they are enabled or they are unable to interact with the supply chain, and they are not aware about what are the changing consumer needs, and also the changing safety or regulatory issues in our country, or if they wanted to export also, they are not aware about the regulatory requirements of that particular countries. And most important thing is they are lacking in their branding and marketing skills, which is very, very essential for a business to become successful. So by empowering our small or medium or micro scale processing enterprises, we can increase the global market for our local products like vocal for local. And by creating that one, we can combine our entrepreneurial talents with the increasing market for the diversified Indian food products. So like that, if you see after Corona also, the only industry means other than this medical field, pharmaceutical or medical field, the only other industry which sustain is the food industry. There is always a scope for the food industry, and with the growing population and also the growing working class, the income of an average Indian citizen is nearly doubled by this 2025. So they are ready to spend more for a healthy or a safe product which they like, and they don't want to waste their time in the kitchen. Most of the working women also, they prefer to go for ready to eat or ready to cook items, and they prefer enjoy their leisure times, travel more, and also in changing the consumer preferences also. Previously, people used to eat food for satisfying their hungry or for their energy to do that day-to-day activities. And now the scenario is changing. From there, they started eating because previously people used to take only staples, and then they started the nutritious food combinations like maybe carbs along with proteins like that. And now most of the people, they are eating for their soul. That means they are checking like what food they are eating, whether that food is prepared ethically, is there any child labor kind of things involved. Like that, people are now mindful about their eating habits also. So all these are promoting the food processing sector by which we can produce what our customers or what our consumers needs, a healthy, safe, affordable food when they require. So the future of Indian food industry will be like this. You know, now itself, like the traditional items are going away. Full meal replacement, instant mixes are available now. And in the near future, we can even see that people will be carrying a small wallet with a lot of capsules in that one. So it will be, it's not for any diseases. It's like for your breakfast, you can have your required nutrients at the required levels in the form of a small capsule or small tablet. So instead of breakfast, you can have that one. So that is the coming ages. We will be going to that level only. So then another area is the super as well as the functional foods, especially like our traditional foods or Ayurvedic preparations and products made out of this millets, drumstick, then turmeric, like this. No, it is having a lot of value now internationally also. And another category of food or the product which is getting popularized is the Nutri bars, like protein bar, yoga bar, and all. It is very famous now. So especially the young generation, they would prefer to have such type of products for their breakfast. It will by eating one bar, you can meet out your requirements for the breakfast with sufficient energy and other nutritional requirements. Means it is well and good. And also there is a trend now shifting towards this plant or plant-based products like plant milk and meat analogs or protein, tenderized proteins like that. This shifting is also a welcoming sign towards our sustainable development goals, because these products, they are reducing the carbon footprints as well as the water usage and food miles and all, if you see the calculations. And also it will help many people who are allergic to this dairy milk or animal based product. And that is also, now there is a huge demand for this plant milk as well as meat, and also ready to eat, ready to cook products, especially the traditional products. If you can convert it into this modern form, it is attracting a lot of people nowadays. And organic foods, you know, heavy demand is there for organic foods because of the pesticide as well as the insecticide residues in the other foods. Then another important area is the edible cutlery and the edible films. Like if you are drinking tea or coffee, after that you can eat that cup also, coffee cup also. Similarly, the plate in which you are taking the snacks. After the snacks, you take that plate also. That is the way, especially from a lot of waste materials, various value-added packaging solutions are also coming out. That is also very much attracting the startups, and it is having a huge potential too. So why food startups matters in India? Because the yeah, because the consumer demands are changing day by day. Sorry. Yeah. The consumer demands are changing day by day, and they are ready to pay more for a healthier product, which, oh, I think the slides are moving automatically. Yes, okay. Um, So these large companies, they may not be able to tackle these consumer demands in a faster phase, because it will take some time, especially for the large companies to come to this consumer-based. I don't know why the slides are moving. Sorry for that one, but anyway. So there is a lot of scope for this. Startups in India for addressing India's dual nutrition burden, and also for boosting the agricultural and rural economy also. And it can create a lot of employment opportunities also, and it can meet the urban as well as health conscious consumers demand, like they need a clean label product, or an organic product, or a plant based product, or ready to eat convenient foods, like that, whatever they want. So these startups are agile in responding to the new consumer trends much faster than the larger FMCG companies. And also another thing is that startups always come up with certain innovations, like maybe advanced digital tools they may be using. They may be going with the sustainable development goals, like sustainable packaging, then upcycling of the foods. And this modernizes India's traditional food ecosystem also. And also we can reduce the food waste and promote the sustainability approaches also. And coming to the and also these startups can explore the export potential of our regional products also. That is another important thing. They can create global demand for Indian superfoods, especially like turmeric, drumstick, millets, etc. And a lot of Ayurvedic formulations, they are coming up now as the functional foods. And these startups can become this export ready brands for these type of functional foods, or specific health targeting nutraceutical products, like that. And our government policies as well as our startup ecosystem is in such a way that they are welcoming all these new startups, as well as they are promoting it through various schemes like PMFME, PMEGP, MOFA, various schemes are there, Startup India, various schemes are there. So these are all part of our government's policy, like Atmanirbhar Bharat also. And coming to the types of food systems available in our country, mainly these are the various types of food systems available, like agri-tech and farm-to-fork solutions, then regional and traditional foods in modern formats, then plant-based vegan products, then cloud kitchens and delivery first models. These are picking up very fast in this generation, like especially in the metro cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, and all. These cloud kitchens and delivery first models are picking up very rapidly. Then packaged foods as well as the FMCG products. Now, our ecosystem, our startup ecosystem is actually a booming food processing sector. You know, our government is also calling this food processing sector as the sunrise sector, with India ranks third largest startup ecosystem globally also. And there are very much demand for the food and beverage investment. Especially, a lot of investors are showing interest or targeting on this food and beverage market. And you can see, as I mentioned earlier, there is a rise of cloud kitchens and quick commerce. In Bangalore, if you see, there are a lot of models like Septo, Instamart, etc. They are revolutionizing the food delivery systems in metro cities like Bangalore, and also the health conscious brands like Whole Truth, Yoga Bar. These are getting so much popular nowadays. You may also aware about these brands, and then the modern technologies like AI, IoT, etc. How it is changing our industrial systems, real-time monitoring, and the customer can choose their own, or if they give their what you call their preferences, the AI will suggest them which diet they can go for, and it will give you the guidance for even making that preparations and all those things, and even traceability of the products, like from the farm till it reaches to the consumer. That entire supply chain, you can trace it back. If there is an issue anywhere, you can trace it back and rectify that one through these AI IoT systems. And also the government push-ups and policy supports, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of schemes are there, and a lot of global players are also there, like, you know, Rebel Food System, which is the largest cloud kitchen operators based at Bangalore. They are operating entire globe. And DHAT, Farm to Business Platform, Milk Mantra. These are some of the examples where it is capturing even the global market also. Now, what are the major challenges for the startups in India? The main thing is the regulatory follow-ups, like we have to follow certain regulatory issues, like in India, if we wanted to market any food product, you have to go for FSSA licensing or registration. If you wanted to export, means you have to follow that country's regulations, and always the labeling things, everything is changing time to time, so you should be aware about all these changes and you should cope up with these regulatory requirements. And then, as I mentioned earlier also, that cold chain and logistic limitations in our country, that is the a very big bottleneck for our startups. And then the high competition and a need for differentiation, because the startup products has to compete with already existing brands. If it is not an innovative product or something, some special USP is not there in their product, they have to need a lot of advertisement, lot of marketing strategies they need to adopt. And also the consumers are price sensitive. Like some allied consumers, maybe they can go for whichever like whatever product. But if they like that one, if they wanted for that one, they can go for it. But the remaining consumers are all like medium to low level consumers in our country. So we have to see that price sensitiveness of the consumers also. So, what are the key opportunities or key areas in India? So, in India, mainly we can concentrate on the health and wellness products. This is getting picked up very fastly nowadays, and also the regional and ethnic foods with premium branding. Like we are having in our country, like GI tagged products are there. Similarly, we are having very specific ethnic products which is specific to some particular areas or some particular regions. If we can target that products, then we can make it in an attractive form, then it is having a huge scope. Then clean label organics and with sustainable packaging, I told you, like now customers or consumers are very much keen about what type of food, how it is processed, and where it is processed, who are involved. These consumers are very specific about these things also. And now there is a lot of scope for the direct to consumer D2C market via e-commerce. The producers can directly deal with the consumers through these e-platforms or digital platforms, and also with the help of various AI as well as machine learning tools. We can have our supply chain without any break, and also we can have the personalized nutrition requirements satisfied for the customers through these techniques also. And coming to the other side of it, these are various opportunities, but the other side is government initiatives are there to support these startups, like Startup India. In each state there is Startup Tamil Nadu, Startup Kerala, like that. In each state there is startup schemes are there. Then various regulatory bodies like FSSA as well as the industry bodies like FICCA, they are also promoting the startups. Then funding investors like angel investors networks are there, venture capital firms are available, and then some government-backed banks like SIDBI, and then some institutional supports like various types of incubators. They are supporting the startup ecosystems through mentoring them, through training, and all sorts of hand holding they can expect from these incubators as well as the accelerators. So in this way, like there are a lot of opportunities for food startups in our country with various scopes. So coming to the startup components, first, a startup should have a unique idea or an innovative idea. Then he or she has to find a market or a need for that idea. And then the third thing is how to get finance for making this idea into reality. And then finding the supply chain for that particular product which they use. Then getting the regulatory compliance. These are the five components of a startup. Now, coming to the startup life cycle. So first stage is the ideation stage. Then the idea has to be validated. That this stage is known as the pre-startup phase. And then comes the startup phase, actual startup phase. After validation, the startup will come into existence and it enters into the next stage, that is the maintenance stage, where the benefits of the problems and the benefits as well as the problems faced during this product marketing or production, whatever it is, they have to solve all these issues, and then they have to find the new opportunities, marketing opportunities, and finally it is their growth phase. And after that, either the startup can be sold to some bigger giants, or it can acquire huge resources for the renewal or further growth of this startup. This is the, in simple terms, the life cycle of a startup starting from ideation. Now, what are the needs? So first, after identifying a possible business area, he has to assess what is the feasibility of making that concept into reality. And he has to make up a proper business plan. Then he has to identify the location where he wanted to start. Who all are the competitors there? What are their products? How his product is different from their product? What is the USP of your product? And who all are the possible consumers for your new product? Then what are the infrastructure facilities you need? What are the resources you require for making this? Then in how you will arrange the fund for this one, and how you can get the regulatory compliances for this one. These are the needs. Then come to the finance for the startups. So first step, it is the funding, seed money we can call it as. This can be get from any angel investors. These are individual investors. They will fund for your idea. And second stage is venture capital. This is for scaling up your company, which is proven a business model. Then you can go for that venture capital. And then the final stage is financing in the public markets, which can be tapped by the later stages. You can go for some public equity funds together with some public markets providing large amounts of liquidity. Like that, this finance can be arranged. So at various stages, you can go for various levels of financial support. So there are various schemes, as I mentioned earlier. One is the Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. This is implemented by the DPIIT Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So any registered startup which is less than 2 years of old, it can apply for this fund, like seed funding of up to 20 lakhs for prototype of product trials and up to 50 lakh for the commercialization of your idea. Then Adal Innovation Mission AIM, there also two types of funding is there. SETU, that is the self-employment and talent utilization is one function, and other one is the innovation promotion. Here to provide platform where innovative ideas are generated. So for ideas also, and then for their business model or commercialization also, Adal Innovation Mission is also funding. Then this one, Newgen IEDC, is actually for the institutes, like for promoting the startups among the students, this is there. And then Ministry of Food Processing Industries is having various schemes like PM Kisan Sampada Yojana, formalization of micro food processing industries, PLI scheme and operation schemes. These are the four major schemes. Under Kisan Sampada Yojana, there are various schemes like Mega Food Park, unit schemes, even backward forward linkage, all these schemes are there. And under PM FME scheme, there is for the individual beneficiaries, credit linked subsidy is available. For the groups also it is available. Apart from that, for marketing and branding, 50% grant is available, and also for establishment of the common facilities, full funding is given to various government organizations as well as private agencies. And for supporting the self-help group members, especially the women members, seed money for individual seed money of 40,000 for getting some working tools, something like that is also provided in this scheme. This is a very good scheme for the new entrepreneurs or startups to get financial assistance in the food processing sector. And PLI scheme is actually, it is for the export market. Actually, this is for the biggest players. PME for the micro food processing enterprises, but PLI is for the biggest player. Anyway, in the startup, it won't come. This is for the already existing players. And then other one for startup support is the through NABARD Food Processing Fund. This is for creating agro-processing units as well as integrated cold chains, packaging centers like that. And then MSME is giving a lot of support for innovation as well as incubation support they are providing. MSME is establishing various types of incubation centers across the country through various agencies, private as well as government agencies, where they can mentor these startups also. And this up to 15 lakh for idea validation and prototyping, and then up to 1 crore for setting up of their plants and commercialization. So only thing is that you have to apply through one of these MSME incubation center for getting this scheme. Then another important scheme is the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Scheme. Here, actually, different sectors are covered under this scheme. Manufacturing sector, then agro food processing is one of the sector where you can get financial assistance. So various products are listed out. Actually, the implementation agency for this PM EGP scheme is KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries Corporation. So through them, online applications are available for any type of support. These are like what is the margins and what are the maximum amount they can get. Here, in all these schemes, actually, there is not much barriers like or income, this thing, collaterals, these are not needed. Like age should be 18 years or above. And in PMEGP, they are telling maybe some 8th pass is required like that. PMFME, even that is not required. And then in each state and each district, there is one district industry center, DIC, we will call it as. So this DIC is supporting startups for establishing and also for training them, also giving them this entrepreneurship training as well as skill development training through their various schemes and coordinating with the NABARD or KVIC or NSIC. Like that, they are training them and hand-holding them to get the loan through various schemes. Every state is having this one. And also every state is having some specific startup schemes for their own people. Like in Tamil Nadu, there is one scheme called Unemployed Youth Employment Generation Program. So here uh, they are giving opportunities for the young generation to come up as entrepreneurs through this scheme. Like that, each state will be having their own schemes also. So the primary steps to get these fundings is, first your startup has to register in the Startup India portal, and then you have to obtain the required licenses, whatever it is, FSSA, GST or Udyami Aadhar, whatever licenses you need to get, you have to apply all these licenses. Now you can apply through online with a minimum payment and you can get it done. And then you have to build a minimum viable product or prototype for your startup. And then you have to prepare a pitch deck and a financial model, and then join the incubator to access early stage support and investor network. Then government schemes, we have seen various schemes. Now there are private as well as institutional funding is also available in the form of angel investors and networks, corporate accelerators. For example, Indian Angel Network is there. There a lot of angel investors are there, like Mumbai Angels, Chennai Angels, like that, venture capitalists. So many people are now ready to sponsor you if your idea is very viable, and if they have confidence on your idea, then they are ready to sponsor you. And corporate accelerators, like very big players like Nestle India R&D Accelerator, they support startups in nutrition and packaging. Like ITC Next is there, they are providing support for the agri-food innovations. Like that, for beverages also, there are a lot of corporate accelerators are also there. Then apart from that, the incubators and other support systems, like adult incubation centers are there across the country. Then institutions like NIFTMs are there. Then IITs, IIMs, where they are having the technology business incubation centers. Then under ICAR also, RAFTA agri-business incubators are there, where they are having various schemes like RAISE, SPACE, etc. They are providing funding support for the even ideation they are providing, and after ideation for the commercialization also they are providing. And then another option is the crowdfunding platforms. Like you can put your idea in a pitching platform where the investors can, like more than one investors, no, that is crowdfunding. So successful models are already there, and you can make use of this also. Then apart from that, various banks are there, like SIDBI, they are providing loans, like Mudra loan and all, they are providing. Then HDFC Bank, nationalized banks are there to offer support. So venture capitals are also there, venture capital funds, like various opportunities, and various investors are also there. So how to attract these investors? So first thing is, you have to highlight your innovation with some traditional connection, and then focus on the scalability and affordability. If it is not scalable, if it is techno-economically not viable, nobody is going to support you or finance you for making your dream to reality. Then you have to understand the market potential or the market needs of Indian consumers if you are targeting the domestic market, and the abroad customers if you are targeting the export market, and the regulatory compliances you should obtain, and also you should have a very passionate and a very enthusiastic team to work for your dream. So we can conclude that India's food startup space is very vibrant and very fast phase growing. So a lot of opportunities are there, especially in the health, nutraceuticals, sustainability, and D2C markets. So funding opportunities, n number of funding opportunities and support avenues are there. So if you are ready, if your idea is there, innovative idea is there, with targeting whoever, Indian consumers or abroad consumers, and if you are dedicated, then your uh, your dream will come to a reality, and a lot of people will be there to support you, to back up you, to be successful in your dream. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Very nice, Dr. Srinija. Wonderful content. So nicely you presented and the way you explained. I'm sure students have benefited a lot. Even I'm sure the teachers who will watch this or who are watching will be benefited a lot. The enthusiasm what you have given, I'm sure that the message is, guys, come forward. If you have innovation, come forward. The platform is yours in terms of moving ahead, trying innovation into product development or service also. Thank you, Dr. Shinija, once again. Beautiful. And with that, I really wish I'm sure there are questions I saw in the chat, but it'll be nice that you ask the questions yourself, dear members. Please take this opportunity to interact with the expert right away. I did see Vidita, I think you have asked a question. Vidita, would you like to ask and explain? I'm so glad to see you already have ready to cook healthy food products. Vidita
Uh,
Shah, can we have you?
yes,
Please.
good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Bidita Shah, and I'm a clinical nutritionist. And I was observing that working women don't have time to for healthy breakfast. So from that, I developed this idea that we have one ready to cook chilla mix. In that, we have to add only just few vegetables. Similarly, we have developed ready to cook dalia mix, and there is one low carb GI atta, as well as one homemade protein powder. I have taken the FSSAI license from for just B2C, because there are too many regulations regarding the PUC, and you have to show the industrial unit and all that complexity I could not understand. So I have right now taken the B2C for as a vendor of ready to cook food. Okay, and the sale is also good. The feedbacks are great, and now I want to take it to the next level. So I'm a bit confused that to approach whom. I mean, first to get MSME registration, or I just don't have any idea regarding the formalities and regulations. So I just want the guidance for how I can proceed further.
Okay, it's good that you have initiated considering the ladies' burden. So I think you are having an FSSA registration now.
Yes, that is for the vendor one, which
Okay,
is very simple one, that you can sell the ready to cook products.
that is fine.
See,
Under
yeah.
ready to cook only, now you are having all these products, no?
Yes,
Yeah, now you are marketing in maybe your
my
state only or your
my
region.
customers, my
Uh,
customers who are my clients, nutrition clients, and my relatives, friends, right? That only. So
okay,
as I don't have the B2B thing, so those who are staying from far away, I mean, if from other states or from out of India, they are asking to put that on the Amazon.
yeah.
But for that, I guess I need the B2B license, because
Amazon, it depends. It varies on your turnover and that, but I think you are very small scale. So I don't think there won't be much problem. What you can do first, you can do that MSME registration as a
okay,
proprietorship also you can do. It is online registration only. Get that MSME certificate first. Okay.
okay,
Udyami Aadhar registration. You can go to the website and I think very maker pays some. I'm not remembering exactly what is the fees, but very minimum amount only, and you will get it within few days itself. Once you provide all your details, no,
that's fine.
then you can get it. And then another thing is that for e-marketing, there is e-marketing portal of governments also, no, and you wanted to market it across the country means you have to take the license. That FSSI registration alone won't help that one. If you wanted to, e-marketing means it will be mostly across the country your product will be going. So you have
Yes.
to convert your registration as license.
But ma'am, I just want to clarify that even if I'm having that simple vendor license FSSAI, am I able to sell it on the Amazon if I take the e-commerce license like that thing?
Once you register in MSME, no,
Yes.
you can then apply your change your FSSAI registration to this proprietorship, no, like a food business operator like that. You can change your registration now. Single vendor like that you put, no. So you can add over your products in that number remains the same. You change your category.
Yes.
I think in each district there will be one FSSA officer will be there. Maybe one regional office also will be there. So you can approach them and get their guidance for this one.
Okay, ma'am, can you just help me one more thing that can you just write in the chat box for that MSME website so that I cannot fall into some another false websites and all.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And this was really a great program. I mean, you have given a lot many information which I have dreamt for. So I'll go step by step. I'll
Thank
try
you.
to use the information which I have received today. I mean, it was a really great opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Shah,
Yes, sir.
so where do you belong to?
Gujarat, Surat, Gujarat.
You are from Gujarat. So this is your establishment is in Gujarat, Surat.
Actually, right now it is a homemade product.
So homemade product, just you are selling in the vendor market.
Uh,
So
to my clients and friends and relatives only,
right,
those who are
right,
knowing
right.
me. So
I got
direct
it.
sell I am doing. Yes.
That I got it. But one more thing, whether this your product which you are talking about that has the FSSAI license, the product is licensed, you have got.
Yes, 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 sir. I have it for
So
the
you can
ready to cook food, and in that category only I have two, three more products.
no, no, all those two, so you have the number, so you can pack it and you can sell it for commercial manufacture, etc. You have got that license.
Sir, yeah, no, not really the commercial license, but we have good packaging, labeling, everything. So right now I have refrained from selling it to the market because I don't know the rules and regulation regarding the
Okay.
selling it.
Okay,
So
Professor Sinija will clarify it. That is the expert that there are two things. One is that just vendor license is one thing, and
yes,
then
sir.
commercial production, and then marketing and selling in the commercial way. That is the other license we required. So you will have to suppose you want to put it on Amazon or pack it and all those conditions, and then there is some. I hope there is some other license also required. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And anyway, that is a very good initiative. We all appreciate you, and she has Dr. Sinja has already clarified. But I think that Dr. Pratima is here. You can,
Very much,
so
sir. Please tell.
you can put our academy web, that is the info at the rate of H&M Food Pro Academy. Then we can respond to her, and we can also provide all the necessary inputs whatever she requires. All right.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Sanjay will be anyway, she is our expert. So use whatever you want, and if you can write an email also to us, okay,
Definitely, sir. Yes.
the academy,
Thank you so
and
much.
then we will, sure.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's so
Yes.
nice of you. Thank you.
Vanshika, would you like to ask your question? Vanshika? Vanshika Bhagat. Vanshika wants to know about edible cutlery, which we can use it to make the product which is used. What machines and equipments are needed, along with the cost?
I think edible category they have already got it in the Nifton Tanjore. Sinja can, but has she gone or what happened? I don't see her now. Yes,
So
yes.
we are having it here. Maybe if she is interested, she can personally contact me or to the institute. We are having all the details as well as the technology is also ready. Even from the waste material also, we have prepared these edible cutleries.
For the edible cutlery. All right.
Yes.
He's asking for email ID.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And do we have any other question? As this is being shared, do we have any other question?
You can mail to either director or to me. so that I can forward it to the concerned scientist and he can get back to you.
Very nice. Yeah, if we have more questions, it will be nice. If anybody wants to know, we also have our next event coming up under H&M Pro Academy as well as NPTEL Plus, where we are inviting young members to join on 21st century food tech innovations for nutrition and health security. There's a set of 5 series of the workshop where we are now delving early August on design thinking and food packaging innovations. Professor H&M Mishra sir himself will be leading this, and I'm very happy to join him in conducting this workshop on design thinking and food packaging innovations. Members who are interested, you are most welcome to learn from Mishra sir and be the beneficiaries. Here it comes the link under NPTEL Plus platform. Any other questions are there? It'll be nice. Otherwise, I have to invite Vandana for doing the needful to wrap up the session. Vandana Malla. Sure, Vidita, you're most welcome. This is under NPTEL certification coming from IIT Madras. This is scheduled on August 9, but obviously registrations will end by August 6. Here we have Vandana. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of H&M Food Pro Academy, it's my pleasure and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's webinar. And first and foremost, our sincere gratitude goes to Professor V.R. Siniza, Professor and Head, Department of Food Process Engineering at NIFTM Tanjore. Ma'am, your talk on navigating the food startup ecosystem, opportunities, and funding avenues has provided us with valuable insights and practical guidance, especially for budding entrepreneurs and professionals in the food processing space. And we are also sincerely thankful to all the enthusiastic participants who joined us on the call and those who are watching the live stream on YouTube. Your active engagement and curiosity made this webinar vibrant and meaningful. And also, we thank the technical support team for making sure everything ran smoothly during the webinar. And thank you once again for being part of this session. And we look forward to welcome you all to the future webinars. Do follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook to stay updated on future sessions and events. And don't forget to check out our official website regularly for exciting opportunities. We will soon be opening applications for paid internship positions at IIT Kharagpur. It will be open to all eligible candidates. So stay tuned and don't miss out. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Wes, wonderful presentation today. It was very nice. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
I was feeling very bad before starting that I didn't prepare well. How sir will feel like that because I didn't get time actually.
And for this thing, you don't need any preparation now. You have come to that stage anyway. Good,
Thank you.
right?